Hi, everyone. Hi, Taylor. You look so cold.
I know. Hello, hello. It is so cold here in Alabama, and they say it's just going to get colder and snow and ice this weekend. So we're all hunkering
Freaking out.
down, right, as we do in the South. Like,
It's
we'll make a
okay.
pot of soup and stay in the house, you
Well,
know?
that's just as well. Maybe you can watch reruns of Donald Trump's latest press conference. So
Mm.
we're recording this on Tuesday,
Oh,
January
yes.
20th. Congratulations on 1 year of the second
Oh,
presidency.
do you
And
see
he's
these wrinkles? Like they were not there last year. Like these wrinkles, it's been a long year.
there is not enough retinol in the world
Not
to
enough
erase the impact
Botox,
of this
right?
thing. Nothing.
It's a shit show.
So he's been, I mean, as we're recording this, I just came out, I was looking at reports of his news conference highlighting his accomplishments over the last year. And they
Mm.
called it, I was reading it in a French news article, and they were calling it décousu, come undone at the seams, kind of. That's what the word that they use for to describe is he went all over the place. And even people who are kind of like mildly supportive of him are like, he's not well. And
Oh,
meanwhile, at Davos, at the World Economic Forum, you've had world leaders like our own Prime Minister Mark Carney and the President of France Emmanuel Macron making pretty strong, let's call it that, speeches about. Wait a second, we can't, like, the world is changing and we need to get used to this, but this isn't okay.
this is not right. This is not
Hmm.
normal. This is not how we operate. And is he just that crazy or is he truly unwell? Like, what's
I,
going on in that brain of
yeah.
his? Like, I don't understand it.
I think it's the same guy he's always been. As far, I
It's
mean, if
just,
I go back to reread the stuff he was saying
it's
in
just
2015,
true
2016,
colors just flying. Yeah.
there's just less filtered right now. So
Mm.
I think that's what you're getting for voting for him twice. Not
Yes, I
that
just for the record,
you
I
didn't.
did not
No.
write either time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Just so we're clear, okay?
I'll be your emotional support Canadian on this one, and I'll
Thank
defend
you.
you. Say at
Thank
least
you.
Taylor didn't
Thank you.
vote for
Thank you.
this
Right.
shit show.
I did
Yes.
my part, right.
Yes, exactly. And that's all you
Mhm.
can ask is for more people to do their part and do the right
Right.
thing,
Yeah.
starting in the midterms and then,
And then 3 more years we
right.
have.
Or maybe biology will do what
It's
biology
thing
does.
right. Yeah. Fingers crossed. I mean,
Meanwhile, we have to talk about things that are happening in Alabama. And one
hmm
thing that I really wanted to chat with you about is the books. There is, so I went to Fairhope, Alabama, which is very close to, it's about like what, half an hour outside of Mobile. It's on the
yes,
coast. It's
very
a
quaint.
beautiful little, very quaint, very lovely little town. Good food, good stores. It feels like the primary occupation of most people is shopping. I went on a Sunday, so people were out shopping.
Yes, yes.
Um, so it's very nice, very quaint, very well. I think it's fairly well to do. So it's
Yes.
a nice area. And the state of Alabama is withholding funds for the public library that they
Mm.
have there because the folks in charge of this local library are refusing to remove a number of titles from the teen section and putting them in the adult section because the state is saying that those titles are too sexually explicit. And they include, there's a bunch that I don't recognize, but they include The Handmaid's Tale by
Mhm.
Margaret Atwood. And this is where it gets personal because I have read it, my kids have read it, and I think it's a great book for not for every teenager, but it's absolutely appropriate for teenagers. Like, what is this censorship doing in my beautiful Alabama? Get it out of there.
It's crazy, just to hold money because they won't reclassify two
Hmm.
books. It's not the librarian's job to police your children. Like
Right.
you control what your child reads, but if we're going to expose them to things, it's probably not going to be a book that does it.
Well,
Like let's just be real. Like when we cut on the TV or the
mm,
internet or anything, that's where we
mhm.
need more guardrails. The internet, not necessarily the TV, but that's your job as
Right.
a parent to control what your child is consuming,
Or at
and
least to
not.
talk to them about it. Again, like, these are teenagers, and if they don't know what sex is, maybe they should.
I mean, it's probably a good conversation to have when they're in that
Hmm.
that teen category of reading. I don't
Hmm.
know what ages fall in there, but I
Yeah.
think that's a lot of the Moms for Liberty down here. They like to harass the libraries and
Hmm.
because they have nothing else to do.
I
Just
guess, yeah. There's
I guess just
too much free time.
right. Like,
Hmm.
yeah, do something with your husband. Be happier.
No, because then there'll be more children.
That's well,
They'll
you know.
they will have a problem. Um, ugh. Oh well,
Uh,
there's a number of new bills that are going to be
oh,
debated in the Alabama legislature this coming session. One of them caught my attention, and I need to talk about this because
let's fill
I
me
was
in.
upset. Apparently, it is not yet a crime in Alabama for prison authorities to harvest organs from deceased prisoners without the
Hmm.
families or the next of kin's consent. And somebody is like, I forget who is sponsoring this bill, but they're trying to make this a felony, make it a crime to harvest. Or so a prisoner dies, whatever causes, and then they feel like, I
Mm.
don't know, your
I need
lungs
those
look good, but
kidneys,
basically,
right?
or I
Let's
need those kids.
snatch
Exactly.
those.
Right.
Get the
And
cooler.
yeah, and hugely in favor of organ donation. I like in Ontario, we have you have to opt out,
Right.
right? Like you're presumed to have opted in, but it's easy to
Oh,
opt out, and
that's
and you
nice.
also have. I think I want to say that now. I just said that now. I'm doubting myself, but I also have the little card in my wallet, and my kids who are my Catherine, who's an adult now. My oldest kid is the one in charge of executing my estate. So if I do die, and she knows, right? Like take whatever is useful and I don't know, burn the rest or something, have a party
Pass
and
it
call
on,
it a day.
right?
Like this is, I don't need to keep all of this if it can be of use to anybody. Um, so that's fine when you have consent. And even when
Yes.
you do have consent here, they will still check. Even if you have
Right.
that little card in your wallet,
That's
they'll check because
it's
eh,
due diligence.
right, right. So in Alabama, if you're a prisoner, apparently you don't have that right.
You have no rights. No, no, not in the
Mm.
Alabama penal system. I wasn't aware of this until you brought it up, but I had watched the documentary "The Alabama Solution," which is about our prison systems here and
Oh,
our exiting governor. We're getting new prisons here, but it's not a place you want to be from
no.
this documentary. And what was interesting, not to get too far off the track, was it was filmed with what they call contraband cell phones inside the prison.
Mm,
So it's not an edited look at things. It's a very harsh reality. And I would rather wrestle an alligator
mm,
and take my chances than to go into this prison system here. It is
right.
not somewhere you want to be. So does it surprise me that as these people are dying and they're dying mysteriously,
Mm,
in this documentary that they're snatching their organs? It's just not surprising to me. When you
yeah.
said that, I was just like, oh, interesting. But we're very different from y'all, as you have to opt in here, and then they stamp your driver's license. You have a little picture on it. They don't give you a card. So I guess if you're in the prison system, they think you're just their property. I don't know, but
Yeah,
it's
and it
kind of
comes.
icky.
Yes, and it
Yeah.
calls into question this whole idea. And again, now we're going to get off track, and that's my fault. But like, what is a prison system for? Is it a punitive thing? Is it to protect the public, or is it trying to restore
What are we
some
doing?
people, bring them back, or help them bring back themselves back to society? I guess it depends on the person. It depends on the nature of
The
the crime,
state.
and the state. But certainly, you could see protecting the public. If somebody is a dangerous offender, that
Then
person is not going to be
right.
released. Fair enough. If they've committed a crime that's, there's worse and less worse crimes, I guess, right? Like
Right.
first degree murder is worse than break and enter. Duh. So the punishment should fit. But even people who've committed violent crimes can be rehabilitated some of the time, and should it not be the point of the prison system to try and see which ones are
Can be
rehabilitatable?
a vote.
I'm making up words. um, I'm
You
scaring
can
people
fix
right
them
now.
or you can't. One of the two.
Right,
Two
right.
there.
Right, and it's not just a punitive system, is what I'm trying to say, right? So, and which one really do you want to have? Because if you only have a punitive system, I mean, some people serve a sentence of 2 years, say, they do come out at the end, right? Because that's the
Right.
end of their 2 years. What kind of person do you want them to be once they do come back? They do go back outside,
Right. Once you've
right?
been submerged in that environment, you
Hmm.
don't. I wouldn't imagine
You
know
get
how
pardoned,
to.
presumably, right?
Oh yes, it's a dangerous thing, and we had a family friend that was in prison for many years, and when he came out, he didn't know what a debit card was, a cell phone.
Mm.
Like he was so far behind on everything, and I guess it just wasn't a good situation, and he ended up right back in there. But
But
it's
that's the thing, right? And
you
then
right.
you
They
wind up getting
it's a
caught up in
cycle.
this. Yeah, it's a cycle, and that's an unfortunate one. Hey, something a
Right.
little more fun. The Saturn
Yes,
V is coming back,
it's
so you have to tell the
back.
folks about that little. It's not a rest area. It's a visitor center at the Tennessee Alabama state line on I-65.
It would be, comparable to a rest area, but it's the first one you come to after you come into Alabama from Tennessee. And for my whole life, we've had the Saturn V, the original, or I don't know, original, but real rocket that towered above the rest center there, and it just became too much to maintain. It was a
Hmm.
structural liability, and was just costing the state a lot of money to keep the people parking below it safe. So they took it away, and we're going to get a replica.
Hmm.
So back at the state line, since we're so close to Huntsville, Alabama, it's just kind of an iconic thing.
It
Coming into
is.
Alabama, and you see the rocket, just like coming down 565 into Huntsville, and you see the
That's the first
rockets.
thing you
It's like,
see. That's right.
wow,
You know you're in the
it,
Rocket City.
you're right, and it's so funny. We were talking about coming back from New Orleans into the city. Um, it's just like, oh, it's the rockets. It's just normal for us, but for people like that have never driven across that horizon, and you see these nuclear launch rockets like on the horizon, it's just not a normal thing to see every day, and we're just, I guess, immune to it here, but it's very iconic nonetheless.
Mhm. Well, I'm happy
So
it's coming back because
yes.
if you didn't have that, the next big thing you would see coming south from Tennessee is the
Mm,
Buckies.
it's the Buckies.
And we have to have the rocket before the Buckies. I mean, and you know me, I love the
Right,
Buckies,
right, right. Yes,
but
it's
I want to
coming
see the
back. So,
rocket first. Yeah, good.
right, super excited about that. So,
How was your trip to New Orleans?
it
You had
was good. It was
yeah.
nice. The weather was
Uh-huh.
warm,
Yes.
good food. It's carnival season there, so
Mm-hmm.
everything's going on. Everybody's happy and celebrating. And I got to meet Yvonne Lafleur.
Ooh.
I probably butchered that French last name, but anyway, style icon. We got to go to her
Mm-hmm.
shop and sit and talk with her for a bit about her fashion and her style, and just a cool lady. If you don't
Yeah.
follow her on social media,
Uh-huh.
she's a great one to follow.
I saw some of her videos where she was commenting on the dresses at the Boston Globe.
Yes, yes, yes. The
Not the
Golden
Boston Globe,
Globes.
the Golden Globe. Thank you. Jesus.
Yes,
The Boston
it's
Globe is a
okay.
newspaper. I'm all
Right.
scrambled. It's all good. I know what my mistake was. No,
That's right. It's okay.
she's good because she's very and this is the Southern lady thing.
Yes,
She's
proper.
very proper, and even when she's dissing something, it feels like it's almost like a compliment. The way
Right.
she's dissing, like this dress
So
is too poofy on. I forget whose dress it was, but it was too big on her. But the way she said it was not like "you look stupid, doll." It was
right,
like this dress does not compliment you.
it wasn't a Joan Rivers for sure,
Right.
but my favorite was Miley Cyrus, which I thought she looked beautiful at the Golden Globes.
Hmm.
But Yvonne said this dress is too mature for her.
Oh, oh.
So, so I was like, well,
Again,
that's a nice way to put it. That
see,
right? Yes, she's very eloquent in her grace and her style and her words. She's just a cool lady.
I'll put a
Um,
link to her Facebook
yes,
profile.
she's cool.
Yeah, for people to go and follow her because really she's like impeccable, right? Like
With
everything
everything, right?
is
And nothing
perfect.
that she talks about applies to me because it's all ladies' clothing. I just love to
Right.
hear her speak and what
I'd
she's
be
speaking
scared
of.
of her. I
Oh,
wouldn't want her.
but the things in her shop are so
Uh-huh.
timeless and so beautiful. She's just got the best eye. So if anybody is in New Orleans, I highly encourage stopping by. Cool neighborhood, cool places to eat.
All
Good
right
stuff.
then. What else is going on?
That's it this week. We're just getting back to, I guess, normal after traveling, and then it's supposed to get cold and nasty this weekend. So
Stay warm.
Right. I have to go grocery
Hmm.
shopping before the roads ice
That's
over.
right. Yes, because you don't have winter tires or any of that stuff.
No,
Because why
no.
would you?
Like, or
No,
even snow plows. Like, there's one truck that can, throw some de-icer on the roads, but that's about
no,
it.
it's just
Yeah.
easier to stay home and wait it
It's
out.
easy because we can't drive in the South when
That's it.
there's icy roads. We don't know
Well,
how.
neither can we here. Like every
Oh,
time there's a new
good. I feel
snowstorm,
better.
people are like, "What is that?" Yeah, and
Did you see the pileup? I don't.
yes, and Michigan,
Oh,
100
yes,
cars.
a
Yeah,
hundred
100 vehicles,
cars.
are including trucks and things. So more than just cars.
Wow, right.
Pileups are the one thing that scare the bejesus out of me. I
When it's
just
snowing that hard and you can't see your hand in front of your face,
That's right.
it might be a good idea not to be on the road.
There are times when it's just as yes, it's
Yes, I mean I
mhm.
understand that this is there are necessities and emergencies, but hmm, yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna stay
All
home.
right. All right.
Okay,
And stay home, make soup, and
that's
stay
right, and
warm.
be
All
lazy.
right.
Yeah,
All right then.
have a great
Well, I'll
week.
talk to you next week. You too.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Bye
Bye.
bye.